I am the props person.
I'm the stage manager.
I am technical director.
I am Mrs. Dybread 2, the gypsy.
I am the designer for the costumes and set and props.
I play Mrs. Cherry Owen and Jackie with a sniff.
I play Mavonway Price, Mrs. Bynum, and Ricky Reese.
Mrs. Dybread 1, our Sal, and Mother with Babe.
I play Mrs. Willy-Nilly, the postman's wife. Mattie Richards' mother. I'm a mother and a neighbor.
Yeah, I also play Bessie Bighead.
Mr. Pugh, Mr. Ogmore, Jack Black, Uta Watkins, and Tommy Powell.
I play No Good Boyo, Butcher Bainin, Attila Reese, Dickie Albee.
I play Mr. Willy-Nilly, Mr. Floyd, Evans the Deaf, and one of the narrators.
I play Myra's Cottage and Mrs. Pugh and Mrs. Waldo.
I play Maddie Richards, Maggie Richards, and a baby.
I will be playing one of the narrators. I'm also going to be playing Mr. Pritchard and Dybread, the fisherman in the third round, Jonah Jarvis.
You go.
Well, I play Mr. Waldo.
I play Captain Cat and Cherry Owen.
I play Lily Smalls.
She's a weird one. I live with the butchers, and I'm kind of like their treasure / I work for them, and I talk to myself a lot.
Well, he's drunk.
Well, first of all, she's old.
Evans the Deaf is really fun. I like this macabre Tim Burton-esque puppet kind of guy that he is.
It's fun finding their different voices.
It is a challenge, both, to emotionally, be able to transform into all the characters and also to get dressed properly.
Mrs. Cherry Owen has this laugh, this very belly laugh. And the first time it was really hard for me to get it, but now I think I got it. All right.
See? I think the biggest challenge is just keeping track of the 80 plus characters and everything, just trying to remember who's wearing what for what character and just keeping track of all the elements of the show.
I think the costume is epic.
Figuring out how to bring all the props over to Edinburgh.
With anything, any show that you're bringing on tour, whether it's a tour within your own city or in this case a tour overseas, designing, building scenery, props, costumes that are going to be able to get into people's suitcases, basically. That's probably the biggest challenge.
I don't think that Evans the Deaf is a necrophiliac per se, but I think he really likes the company of the dead, and I wouldn't be surprised if he, how little girls have tea parties where they set up all their dolls around the table? I wouldn't be totally surprised if he took the fresh corpses or the favorite corpses and propped them up on little chairs and gave them a little cup of tea and then had a conversation with them.
I think my favorite character is probably Mrs. Pugh, because she's so much fun to play, because she's so snobby and just over the top, and is so mean to her husband. Well, my favorite part is always spreadsheets and highlighters.
Mr. Pugh is an old school teacher, schoolmaster is his title, schoolmaster, and yeah, very important. And he is, his wife is very domineering, and she's very, she's very uptight, and he wants to kill her.
Mr. Pritchard is just so funny, so all over the place, and completely terrified of Mrs. Ogmore.
Well, the wash house. No good boils in the wash house.
The wash house.
For props, my favorite part is the building aspect of it. Trying to figure out different materials and different ways to build an item.
Bessie Bighead touches the cows. Bessie Bighead likes her cows and she milks them and talks to them. I'm done. What do you
Well, Mrs. everybody's business is her business. So I spend my days reading people's mail. But I feel like people like Mr. and Mrs. Willy-Nilly. So it's okay that we know everybody's business. And then I'll go out and I gossip with everybody else and be like, well, I read this so-and-so's person mail.
It's almost like they're too lazy to open their own mail, so you have to do it.
Well, that's my job. This is what your letter says.
And they're like, okay, good. And then they throw it out.
My letter.
I also really like the description they give for Lord Cutglass's house with all the clocks. I think no one could stay sane if they went into that house, which is awesome because who likes sanity, right?